Um, I'm Bruno Morris. I'm a fourth year clinical student here pursuing a bachelor's degree in clinical medicine. I'm in my final year. My training experience for the 4 years I've been here has been either interesting or perhaps a whole lot interesting. Uh, I've had a full packed 4 years here. I now have one semester to wrap up my degree. First, I get introduced to, or when anybody gets introduced to biomedical sciences, and it's a whole lot there. Somebody does biochemistry, anatomy, physiology, microbiology, immunology, and a lot of stuff in there. It's quite bulky. So around your second year, second semester, you switch to pathology class. Now, pathology class is another peculiar one. If you're not really so much good enough, you may not cross pathology to cross your clinical classes. So when you now cross to third year, you start doing your clinical classes. Now, the clinical classes are quite interesting. You get introduced to obstetrics and gynecology. You do pediatrics. You do surgery, pretty interesting. You do internal medicine. Apparently, I've crossed the junior clerkship lane, and I'm now doing my clinical classes, my special classes. So after the introduction to junior clerk, which are the four major disciplines, you now get introduced to special classes. So special classes are about 9. You do dental surgery, you do radiology, you do dermatology, you do ENT, ear, nose and throat, you do ophthalmology. Yeah, that. Then you have a bit of research in your second last semester. So when you're finishing on your second last semester, that's when you drop your research. That's just a brief experience of what I've had in my training. I'm now doing my special classes, and 2 weeks ago I started rotating ophthalmology. Third year is when you're getting introduced to clinical classes. So around third year, if at all you've been posted in medical ward, that is internal medicine, so you learn how to clerk patients, how to drive impressions, how to holistically manage them. So that's the time when you go on ward. Actually, in some departments, we even get posted for night duties. So you spend a lot of time on ward clerking patients, learning how to manage them, and those preliminaries. So in senior clerk is when you now again get to do the 4 disciplines again. So you won't be let to go out if you're not really competent enough. These guys won't let you go. They won't let you go. So it's quite interesting. Personally, I have interest in surgery. I'll pay close attention to surgery. But the fact that it's an academic environment, you've got to go through it and pass every other course unit. You don't make it, you won't cross another class. So you've got to concentrate in each and every them. However much you may have interest in a lot of interest in one particular subject, you've got to concentrate in so many others so that you get a good cut-off point so you cross another class. When I joined this university, the bachelor's degree in clinical medicine wasn't recognized in the country. And I took a step to decide to do the degree, hoping by the time I move out, perhaps the political environment will be settled. And during my third year, the government tried to streamline a few things. So the few groups that have passed out are now subjected to a pre-entry exam first. So when they pass the pre-entry exam first, they get certificates for their internship. That's a whole lot again. You have to be subject to internship, and after the internship, then you're allowed to go out for consumption. Medicine, you see, somebody with a diploma could read and actually be better than the guy with a degree. But the exposure that we get is pretty far much than what the diploma get. Because talking about the special classes that I'm doing, apparently, anesthesia. I missed out on anesthesia. I think the diploma class I do anesthesia and radiology. So that is given to me. Down biomedical is the whole lot. We do clinical pharmacology for about 3 semesters. I think the diploma class does it also for 3 semesters. And then some other course units are not done by the diploma program, but we do it. And then we have pretty a lot in common with the MBCHB program. Because around pathology, we get to study the same things. So most professors will be like, I don't want to come to divide the classes. Let me teach you as a whole, because you're going to study the same things after all. Oh my God. The most proud moment, when I was finishing my third year, and the government says, you're going to practice medicine legally. And I was like, wow. So I had to practice medicine. I had this mind, if I get out of school, I'm not allowed to practice medicine. Perhaps I'll get into biomedical and I do a master's, perhaps maybe in clinical pharmacology, and so I'll remain as a lecturer in university. But now I'm given an opportunity to go and practice medicine. It's a very interesting moment, very interesting experience.